Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sussex Saturday. I am VS Speaks Royally. I hope you are all having a wonderful day. To all the channel members that are in here, thank you so very much for being in here. To everyone else, welcome. Those in the clouds, welcome to you also. Don't be afraid, especially if you are positive people. Don't be afraid. Anyway, I will say this now. Let me do my disclaimer and then I'll move through the other stuff. So, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. As I do every Sussex Saturday, I read my favorite quote of Harry and Meghan, which was found on the Archwell site. Each of us can change our communities. All of us can change the world. So tomorrow is Mother's Day. Those of you who still have your moms on this side of the plane, please make sure that you love on them, give them extra hugs and all that stuff. So all of you with children, happy Mother's Day. All right, it will be a tough day for some of us, but it's just another day in my mind. But I hope you all are doing well and blessed. Also tomorrow, you'll see this come up, but kids, birthday is tomorrow. So I wanted to be sure I highlighted that prior to all the other stuff that we got going on. All right, so where do I begin? All right, so I'm going to start with this, and then you'll see we'll get to your favorite time. Don't worry, trash time. Yes. Invictus Nigeria introduced their team. Pretty exciting. Just go out and make sure that if you're on social media, you could even go out to the Invictus website. I'm sure it's out there. And then they have the links to the different teams. That's how it was. So hopefully they still have that piece of it. Being that it is Mother's Day and it's kind of special what occurred, many of us were like, oh, wow, look at this. But one of Meghan's close friends decided to give her a little bit of a shout out, and it was like, what? So in her IG post, as Mother's Day approaches, I can't help but think of my own community of motherhood. I instantly think of you, Meg, how incredibly nurturing and warm and open you are. When an incredible friend and mother, I'm truly in awe of you, and I'm so grateful you are part of my community of motherhood. And I think that is the cutest thing. And alongside it is this picture. Very, very, very nice picture of them together. And this is the friend, Kelly Zaffin. And just so people who are on the deranged side, these are pictures of them out and about together. And even she was with Meghan and Harry when they were out to dinner. So I just wanted to throw that out there because some people claim that Harry nor Meghan have any friends. Okay. Let me see. What did I do with that? I hope I didn't delete it. I probably did, but okay. So Meghan is always the trendsetter. So these hiking boots that she was pictured in have sold out. I'm like, really? Squad, y'all? That's usually who is attributed to purchasing items that you see Meghan wearing. So yeah, I thought that was quite interesting. But yeah, she's setting trends even in hiking boots. Going into our another segment of Squatty Corner. And I must have, okay, so Kaboom on Thursday. Okay, let me drop the banner for a minute. So on Thursday, I gave this update, and this was around 12:30-ish, I believe. And we had $71,304 had been raised. And I took this at 10:15 this morning, Eastern time, and $73,278 thus far. It could be up higher since the start of the live stream or when I took the screenshot. So for those who are unaware, Kaboom is a charity that has been designated by the community of Sussex Events for a giving campaign May 4th to June 4th. So Archie's birthday was May 6th. Lilybet's is June 4th. This is an annual giving campaign. We even do one between Meghan and Harry's birthday from August into September. So this is an annual thing. So it's not something new, but Squad is really showing out, and it's awesome. The link to Kaboom that gives directly to Kaboom is pinned at the top of the chat. If you're not able to give, if you could just share it out to your community, family, friends, etc., some there may be able to and definitely decide to give. Let me very quickly just jump to the comments. Hey, Connie, how are you? Let me see. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything in particular. Okay. Hello to everyone who has joined since I started and have been going on and on. I do want to just say hello to you. So in Squatty Corner, a Squatty made a very important point, and this is going to lead us right into trash time. So just bear with me. Okay. Hopefully you can see it. Can someone please explain to me how Harry suing the Brit tabloids for illegal activity is an attack on Charles, Bully Willie, and Camilla? I thought there was no briefing, no invisible contract, no collusion. Are they changing that script now? We have to wonder because a lot of the headlines we're seeing that the leaks were coming from the royal family themselves. So as this trial is progressing, they're going to probably have to give up who or which offices were leaking, since they haven't decided to roll over and say, you know what, let's just end this here. Let us just pay up to all the defendants and let's apologize, move on. And we promise we won't do it again. You know how Daily Mirror and the Mirror News Group or whatever it was called back when Pierce was in charge. Yeah. They said, oh, we won't do it. Oh, no, we won't do it again. We won't do it again. We promise. Parliament should have taken a stronger stance, in my opinion, to make sure that they didn't do it again. Okay, so those that are concerned, there is still, Tina is still got a presence out on social media. She tweeted this out this morning, and it is an older article, but definitely worth reading again. So, a statistical breakdown of Piers Morgan's obsession with Meghan Markle. Definitely give it a read. The link is in the description for you all. So, I saw this meme and I had to laugh because this is so very true and represents the squad. So, there you see the beautiful little lab, the happy lab, Meghan supporters when she appears. And then, of course, you see the werewolf when it says Meghan's supporters defense mode. So, yeah, we are very much when we are defending her, we're very much like that werewolf. We will rip you apart. Okay, that's just fair warning for anybody that decides to leave some crazy comment, because there's always a crazy comment left, and I'm not sure why, but okay. So, just a reminder, I'm still on the road to 10K. Please help me get there. Need your help as much as anything. And that's just by liking, sharing, spreading the word about the channel. I do appreciate Baron for even allowing, his mods to drop the link. I'm really happy about that. And I also have a store where you can get some merch. Thank you to those who have purchased. I do appreciate you and your support. Okay, so we're getting to that time. I should rename it from Trash Time to this. You effed around and now you find out. But nevertheless, it is everyone's favorite time. Here we go. It's your favorite time. Trash time. Trash time. Trash time. All right. So it's not too many comments. Let me just check and see. Oh, okay. Everybody's just saying hello, hello, hello. I'm not missing anything. Sometimes I'll be dropping gems and I'm missing them because I'm over here trying to mind my business. All right. So as we know, phone hacking cases going on. And as that question from the squatty is saying, oh, are we changing the narrative now? Instead of, they're always saying that, Harry and Meghan are bullying the royal family, but they're not bullying the royal family. But are you saying because it's the Rhoda they're going after, that's the royal family? They always tell on themselves. I say that all the time. So This was a priceless gem. Meghan Kelly got owned by a paparazzi, by the way. So, yeah. Okay. So she's on here, and Meghan Kelly claims Meghan Markle staged hiking photo, and then the pap came right up under and is making a meme of Meghan Kelly and just said, "I wish these photos were staged, would make my job easier." Mm-hmm. Who knew? You never know who's watching the uploads, but yeah, the pictures aren't staged. That's another narrative they like to run with every time Meghan's out. You tell her to stay home when she's out, then it's like, oh, she staged it. She had them take pictures. We all know that paps hang out in, especially in California, in Hollywood, wherever the affluent live, because they want to catch those pictures of them. Although some of them may need to watch the movie Paparazzi. Yeah. Find another profession, or don't cross the line like the paparazzis did in that, because you might end up like they did. Okay. So woo, this is too funny. So Jason did William a great favor. He caused Meghan a lot of stress, hoping she would lose against the media. William got a bonus. Meghan lost her child and H child. Lost her and H child. William didn't care that H had to dig the baby's grave with his own hands. Now, when I say that the Rangers have gone mad, this is an example of that. I saw that. I was like, what the? And then the crazy ass has nerve to have Diana's pic in their, as their profile pic. But woosah, you're getting a kick out of that? But that being that even the derangers have stated what a lot of squad have said speaks volumes. And I'm going to take a sip of my hot tea. All right, this next one, yeah. So a squatty was just like, "Are you seriously addressing the Chelsea Davies story?" So what I had shown, I was like, okay, why is this floating around the Bird app? Like, that didn't even make sense. I think that was on Thursday. I showed that article that was from 2005. So long before, Harry met Meghan, knew Meghan, vice versa. And just saying, Harry had 3 girlfriends after her. She effed around many British upper class guys after Harry before she settled. Learn to ignore. She was a heavy drinker. You can read the rest of that sentence. Harry married up with Meghan. She doesn't compare, ignore. So, everybody gets to say what they want on their timeline. Cool. But then this response came in, and that's what I took the screenshot for. And it just said, if that's the case, why should he mention her in the court case? He still holds a candle for her. Okay, derangers. She's mentioned in the court case because during that time that this illegal hacking was taking place, the voicemails, etc., he was dating her. Like, do you not have common sense? I just wonder. I guess you don't. That's the reason why she's mentioned in the Blicken court case, like common sense. It has nothing to do with him caring about her. Thankfully, he moved on. Yeah. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Yes, they are. So I guess that's the new narrative they're running with. But she realized she effed around and lost out when she attended the wedding. Okay. I'm not sure. Anyway, let me go. Stick to what I got because I was about to derail the whole conversation. Let me get back over here. So I find it funny that how quickly, within a week, it's like kick that consort to the curb. Ooh, this is hilarious to me. And I took the screenshot, didn't read the article because no need to read the article when I saw page 6. No more queens. Well, I'm just going to say, well. New portrait shows King Charles with future kings William George. Isn't that sweet? Isn't it sweet? They're all dressed in robes and stuff. Well, except for George, but yeah, they're in there all their giddy up. But I know page 6 takes from other tabloids, but it's, ooh, someone's coming. Camilla, I guess you haven't fed them lately or given them enough wine. Something's going on. Because within a week, you got this headline saying, not even a week, really, because the coronation was, a week ago today, but no more queens. Now, mind you, if something happened to George, there would be Queen Charlotte, because she would be the next in line, unless by the time all that may have happened, George has children, and may he have girls, since they've changed the rules and girls don't lose their place in the line of succession. There could be another queen. Who knows? But we've known for the longest that after QE2 passed, yes, there was going to be kings. And it would have been that way if the rule hadn't been changed right before Charlotte was born, because they changed the rule, and that's when everybody was like, oh, they must know it's a girl. They claim they didn't, but little odd timing. But yeah, QE2 had changed the rules. Otherwise, yeah, it would have kept skipping any girls in the lines of these males until it got to a male. And if they all had girls, ooh, then what? Okay. But yeah, I just thought that was, it doesn't make them any more powerful looking to me. Okay. And I'm going to move on. Now, this I found interesting. We're starting this bullshit again. Okay. Let me get myself together. King wants to stop Archie from inheriting Duke of Sussex title from Harry, of course. But let me take a sip of my tea. GB News. I don't read the articles. I just take a screenshot of what it's saying. But if Chucky Chuck wants to go ahead and remove stop Archie, you've proved Meghan right again. Because she did mention in the Oprah interview about changing rules when it comes to Archie. So you will prove her right in this. Why you want to stop him from, inheriting the title of Duke of Sussex, I have no idea. I do have a feeling that your King C3's heir will probably go down in history worse than Henry VIII. I do believe. I really do. He just gives off those vibes. And as you'll see soon, the media is hinting to something. And we all have to read between the lines now. People can say, oh, no, whatever. So, tired. King Charles to hand over crown to Prince William in 6 years, expert says. Here we go with the experts. But I find this funny that within the week of the coronation, he's tired. He's going to hand it off to William in 6 years. Now, we've heard this kind of narrative even before QE2 passed away. So people better be careful of what they ask for, because, I just have a feeling that's going to be bad. That's just my opinion. Just my opinion. But maybe if you all keep him Peggingtonly busy, he'll be down for the count and he won't be able to cause too much mayhem and chaos, because this next article title made me crack up laughing. Prince William left unable to walk after picking up injury. First of all, how do you pick up an injury? You go down the grocery aisle or something, or the store aisle, and say, oh, I'll take that one right there. Picking up injury. We be pegging. We be pegging around. We be pegging. Must have been a while. But I'm gonna let me go because I'm gonna start. Here's another article. Prince William unable to walk after last week's activities. Now you're gonna tell me that sitting and sleeping, because there is that picture I showed that you were asleep during the service or whatever. Maybe it was a prayer. I'll give you that. Maybe it was a prayer. But what activities? Were you lifting your father and carrying him on your shoulders? The Prince of Wales shared he was struggling with his mobility during an investiture at Windsor Castle. I bet he was. But he seemed all smiles in one particular person's face. We'd be pegging around. We'd be pegging. Talk about broke back. Okay. So, out of nowhere, this article throws in names, and you're like, woo, they're getting brave. Oh, the Rhoda's getting brave. A look at Kate and William's Norfolk home, Amanor Hall, just up the road from Rose Hanbury. The Marchioness of Cholmondeley, or however you say that name. Now, this was from May 12th of 2023. So this is not something old. Woo! Just up the road, huh? How convenient. And we be pegging. We be pegging around. We be pegging. Woo! All right. Now, this is a good depiction of the Rhoda. Thank you to the squatty who shared this, even put it together, whomever it was, because this is them foaming at the mouth, crazy. Yeah, and it's just. But if you look in the far corner behind Space, peeking around the corner, when I tell you, she's showing up in all kinds of places. She's cosplaying cosplay. Sip of tea. And I did see a conversation that I didn't even bother screenshotting that was like, oh, you think she'll be the queen consort at the time that he takes the throne? And someone was like, oh, heck yeah. And then they were like, no, because cosplay is not giving up. She won't have a chance or a choice if he decides to say, get the F out or move on or whatever. Why do you need so many homes? And you were late for what reason? Oh, filming? Like, imagine if it was Harry and Meghan that were late to that coronation last week. Do you know how many headlines would have been wrote? So, this I'll call Karma Corner. And I'm not, okay, I shouldn't laugh, but okay. Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby, fined £510 for speeding. Sir, you do have to obey the speed limit. £510. That sounds like that's a lot. Wow. But Karma Corner. I know because of your job, your position, you really had no choice with the clown show last week, but the ancestors spoke quickly. Okay. I don't have anything else for trash time, so I get to spend a lot of time with you all in the chat, a gift. To you all, I see, there's well over 200 in here. Please, even if you claim you don't like the channel, hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs down, either way, but just hit the thumb. Woo. Okay, let me get into, I'm gonna scroll up in the chat, and then I'm gonna just, how I do, I'm going to pick. Okay, so this is where y'all were happy about trash time. So I'll jump in here at that point. Hey, Nina, how are you? The Joseph family twins. Hello to you all. Benjamin. Let me see. Anna. I was the wolf last night. All hell broke loose. I felt the tension coming. The demon was unchained. Ooh, who pissed you off? Who got on the bad side of you? Ooh, my goodness, my goodness. Hey, Scratch and Pete, how are you? Elaine, how are you? Gwendolyn, those vipers are absolutely stupid. They really are. Okay, yeah. Little Mac, Meghan Kelly is just silly. She's aging badly, yeah. Which is probably why some of the jealousy, most of them are. They don't realize the more that they go after Meghan, now mind you, the melanin helps, because they say, there's the saying, black don't crack. Look at her mother. Come on now. Okay. Nina, that's what the hell she gets. Whoa. Oh, she's a horrid person, but yes, she is a wannabe. Mm-hmm. She is. She's a jealous little bird. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Mrs. S. She bird always showing her male looking, yeah. Oh, and I did take a screenshot of it, but I just refused to share it. I had to really think about it. It was on the TMZ tweet where Meghan was out hiking the day after the coronation, which I don't know why that would cause anybody to have heart attacks, but it did. And someone was actually saying, look at her posture and the male tendencies. And I'm like, what in the hell are you talking about? But okay. They're always trying to throw that marker onto Meghan. So Anna, no one stays indoors when it's hot. It's healthy to get some sun. Get sun, get nice and brown and toasty. Mm-hmm. And she doesn't have to work that hard on her tan. Maybe that's what pisses them off too. Because the more they lie in the sun, the more they just, dry up like a prune. And prunes just help you shit. Okay. Moving on. Gwendolyn, these vipers have absolutely lost their minds. Really disgusting. Yeah. Thankfully, we're able to see through all of that. So, Hey, boss lady Denise, how are you? A warding off makes it obvious that the bullying claim is a lie. Yeah, he was getting his reparations for a job well done, and then he broke his back allegedly. Okay. I mean, when you can't walk, that's let me see, commentary that I'll have to save for Patreon. Yeah, because where I almost went, woo, gee. Okay. Leslie Ann, how are you? Can you tell me, is Jaden North higher than Prince Harry when it comes to the military, since William honored him with the highest honor? Well, it may appear that way, but them handing out that stuff, yeah, it's just, for me, it's just for show. And of course, they reward loyalty, and especially when you give loyalty in so many ways. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna have to get off of here soon because I'm really gonna start cutting up badly. And I know y'all love it because I get those comments after the live stream. Well, Matt, you can love someone without being in love. Harry wants peace for all the people impacted by the mirror. Yeah, like Chelsea and anyone else he dated was impacted only because they were involved with him. Obviously, he holds nothing else. He told everybody the conveyor belt, like him looking and seeing faces that made him stop and really look. That was broken when Meghan. That Snapchat that little brief Snapchat broke the entire conveyor belt. He ain't thinking about Chelsea in that way, in the least. But yes, and he is one that would be looking out for others. So yeah, literally, that lady has married and had a baby. They both have moved on. Crazy derangers, haters. Yeah, they have to hold out hope that somehow Meghan will get the boot. They'll get the boot before she does. It truly is the death do us part that many have skipped and missed. And I thought I had brought that picture over. Let me see if I'm going to bring this picture in. And um, how I missed it, I don't know. Let me see. Um, and yeah, I seem to have missed quite a few. Let me just bring this across. But all right, I think I did do that one. So when you see this picture, this is from their wedding day, their reception. Anyone that thinks he's pining for somebody he dated so many years ago is out of their mind. This picture, it just sums up the entire just satisfaction, home, we have each other. And as they have said, when especially Meghan, when they're in a room, it's as if everyone else just disappears. There was no one else around them at that moment, though there were people around them. So, yeah. So when you say that, yeah, you can love him without being in love, that's true. There were never any bad saying or words or exchange, from my understanding, between him and Chelsea. So yeah. He is where he wants to be and where he should be, if you were to ask him that. So, and vice versa. Some people need to watch their engagement interview, because that would have summed up. You knew they are in love. Okay. Hey, Sis Hilda, how are you? All right. Let me go back to my. Oh, and I wanted to show this. So. Harry has known about the press for a very long time. If you've seen this video, it was even in the documentary when Diana, who's in the background, was bringing him to his first day of school. And he basically let them know how he was feeling about them all standing out there, the sea of cameras. And then when he came out from school and he had made binoculars, yeah, he sees them. He sees all the little shenanigans and all their little crazy stuff that they do. So, Kim, how are you? Prince Harry has said Princess Meghan is the list. No one compares or holds his heart but wife and kids. Boom. The Rangers just have to kind of make something out of that, and I don't know why. Okay, yeah. Well, they are deranged. That's probably why. Mrs. S., a deranger, is out there saying that Voldemort donated the money from the settlement to the Invictus Games. I've never seen that man give free money to charity. Wouldn't that be in the foundations? That would have to be in the books. They have to account for this money that they get. So, even if it was personal, I thought it went to the foundation. Did the foundation then give it to Invictus? People can check the books and see, but those squatties that have combed through those annual reports said they didn't see anything of the such. But okay. Mm-hmm. You know what? Maybe he paid for the driveway. You remember when their driveway repavement cost over £1 million? Maybe that's where that money went. He kind of repaid the fund. Maybe, maybe not. Doubtful. Hold on one moment. Okay, sorry about that. Let me see. Gwendolyn, Baldy William, and Weak Wimp Charles are nothing but crooks. Well, the apple didn't fall far from that tree. And then there's another piece of fruit that's being grown to be just like that. But I hope that the third one in that picture I showed of the heirs with the king gives his father a run for his money like he's given his father. So it just would be the karma he deserved. Tear, that was a different time in his life. Well, woohoo! It looks so out of date for 2023. Woo! I don't know. And Trump thought he was a bride that day. Stupid idiot in his garden home. You know what? I need to start reading these before I put them up. Hey, pandies, how are you? Mrs. S. Elaine Parker, I've read her. You know what? Y'all are already cutting up. Pam, think this is about the monarchs, not Camilla. Barring any tragedies, the next two rulers will be male. Yes, yes, they will be. They will be. I'm just going to move on. But see, if they were talking about her, I'll just throw this out there. Why did they pluralize queens? In the sense of there won't be another, they could have said no more, there won't be another queen. But to say queens, there will be. If George has girls, hopefully the firstborn, so that way it will be a queen. And then everybody will be happy over there. Or maybe not. Okay. Gwendolyn, no one gives an S about what Charles does, racist pig. Well, we have to keep our eye on him. But I'm with just do what you're going to do. Like, if you're going to take the damn titles, take it. If you're going to bar Archie from having it, which makes no sense because Archie is a toddler and hasn't done anything. So why would you bar him from even, number one, are you even going to be around? But for you to set a rule when you won't even be here by the time Archie's old enough, because you know Harry is going to be an old man when he passes. And so if Harry's going to be an old man when he passes, KC3 will be long out of the wind. Okay. I'm just being honest about that. Now, I know they have longevity, but they ain't got that good goddamn longevity. Okay. And Mrs. S, we know that's bullshit because he didn't give help to Ukraine. Ooh. He only said words. You know, they're good with words. They can read it. He and his wife are good with reading what's on a script. And usually it's just one line, you know. Like when the engagement for Harry, we're very happy. We're very happy. We're very happy. It's just odd. Pam, can't risk an American Duke of Sussex in future after Harry. Oh Lord, that's a given, and it doesn't matter because the line of succession is truly in George's court now. You know, he has what? I don't even know how old he is. Is he 10 yet? He's not 10 yet, is he? But you know, he has a good, I guess give it about 15 years before they try to marry him off because, you know, they want him married and start having babies real quick to shore up that line if his father hasn't destroyed it all. Hey, Black Queen. I'm in happy mode. Attended my daughter's graduation from the university. Oh, congrats to her. And later enjoyed Janet Jackson concert with my older daughter. Oh, look at you. You're really living it up over there. Someone tweeted, and it was funny because they're like, what did they say about the concerts? Something, oh, don't you wish you all had gotten tickets? And someone said, no, because you all are you're posting it on the Bird app. We're all seeing the concert. So, yeah. I've seen quite a bit of it. Little Mac the expert is William. Just the parts that I've seen of the concert. I mean, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty, isn't moving as much as she was, but she is older, and I give it to her. Would love to see it. I think she was here. Yes, well, she was not here, but she was in Charlotte. I think it was yesterday, and I'm waiting to hear some feedback on that concert. But between her and Beyonce's concert, yeah, people are posting quite a bit of it. Tier Charles is petty. I know you mean petty. I just have to laugh at that word, Tier, but I'm sure you meant petty and vindictive enough to stop Archie from inheriting Harry's title. Let him. The thing is, if he stops him from having the Duke, isn't he still a prince? So, like, what do you gain out of that? He is born to a prince in the male line, and we know how they just love, the male line is everything. So, just ask Princess Royal about that. Diane Hawkins. I love you, but I am not putting that on the screen. I just so happened to see it and almost clicked on it. Woo! Yeah, maybe so. Just pegging along and just pegging. Dutch me not? Yeah, I see you too. Woo! Mrs. S. Anna, that buck-toothed cretin did not even want Harry to know that he settled for money faster than a crack whore wanting a fix. Isn't that something that he didn't want his what? Yeah. Invisible contract, my behind. Faith. I'm just pegging on peg. Okay, let me get a hold of myself. Hey kids, how are you? Happy birthday in advance. Although, as I told Hilda, whose birthday is next Saturday, next Sunday, excuse me, her birthday's next Sunday. I have everybody that is in May locked and loaded for community tab. So just look out for the post. Hi everyone, glad you had a good day yesterday, Black Queen. Rage, unable to walk the way he allegedly slept during some of he was asleep. But maybe you like picking roses. Well, I mean, you do have to bend over for that, don't you? Or squat. All right. Yes, y'all are bad. Little Mac, interesting. But don't mention Rose's husband. Isn't that something, though? I still wonder if she's not the deflection. That look over there. She's the one, but it really isn't her. I'm just going to keep on moving. Oh, and the Derangers did not like the comparison picture. I did show a picture. I didn't say anything. I just showed a picture. It was just a picture of a young male and space. And the kid does look like his father allegedly, but I understand that their daughter is very blonde and looks just like another blonde hair little girl. I'm gonna keep on moving. Leslie, and that's just an excuse to get off work, which is no work, just to go on vacation. Exactly. We know better. We know better. Woo! You know what? I laughed also because I was like, oh, are we trying to compete? See, Harry showed up for his engagement with Meghan. You remember when they were separated for, I think it was overnight or a couple of days. Harry went to another part of Africa and Meghan stayed in South Africa. And when he had said, she joined in via Zoom, I believe, and she did her piece. And then he was saying how, they were going to be back together again. And then that next morning, the engagement, Harry could barely walk. He went to step up. We all know that video. So I think someone's just trying to cosplay a situation. But like you said, he's trying to get out of work. Nobody expects him to work anyway, so I don't know why he's trying to play that one. All right, Diane. Nobody is interested in paying for another supposedly once in a lifetime shiny hat party again in a few years. Sit down. It cracks me up when they say, oh, this was a once in a lifetime thing. We haven't seen a coronation in 70 years. Yes, but it won't be 70 years before we have the next one. Like, do the math, folks. If the king is already in his 70s, give it another 20 years. Many of us will still be around, hopefully. And then there will be another one, and that we can, I know this, don't schedule it for May 6th or June 4th. Pick your kids' birthdays if you want to do it. But stay away from, the Sussex children's birthdays. Yeah, he would be that type of vindictive little birdie. But let me move on. Oh Lord, Black Queen. Seems like Prince Pegster loves to sleep rough with many black men. Listen, they all like to do things roughly when it comes down to just sleeping with either black women or black men. Allegedly, they're not supposed to marry them. That's probably why they're mad at Harry too. But nevertheless, if they really were, they would know that black magic. Yeah. Once you go black, you never go back. That's the saying. Sip my tea and move on. Oh yeah, I definitely have to do Patreon. Y'all are misbehaving. Okay. Lydia, hello Diane. How are you? If you schedule for minutes, can you please try to comment on the next? Oh, they probably have a nice surprise for you. That's sweet. I know y'all are some busy folks. It's good to see Diane now. Anna? Okay. Now, see, I can see Black Queen saying she danced so much. You're celebrating a graduation, but then in the same, day, say evening, you see Janet Jackson. I don't think you probably sat down the entire time. I know I would have probably been dancing. Now, that's a reason to say why you can't walk, amongst other things, but that's a reason. So, Space better cut it out with the whole picked up an injury. Yeah, okay. Jeannie, in the name of karma, speed fine, God never sleeps. I chuckled when I saw, I was like, say what? I guess they don't have a, hey, I'm the Archbishop. You're going to give me a ticket? Yeah, that's just. Elaine, why didn't Archbishop get 3 points on his driving license? He should have had more than 3 points for 510 pounds if that's how much it was. I'm like, what? Whew. Yeah. He was speeding. Yes. Mrs. S. Oh Lord. I have zero respect for the idol worshiping Archbishop. He had his chance to say that the Sussexes did not lie about their pre-wedding. And he blew it. Yeah. He said, oh, I was with them. So then just say, and you're right, he could have just said, yes, that was a private matter between them. But since they've spoken on it, yes, they did exchange and move on. It was a spiritual thing. Diane, I'm reading Spare for the third time and just noticed how Meghan came down in stomach issues immediately upon meetings. Cambridges and both Sussexes fell ill on honeymoon. Me thinks very suspicious. What? See? Well, some people, the spirits on them do jump around and they jump off people and, them falling ill, yeah, that is kind of odd. But you have to be mindful of what you eat and drink and It's best to have a plate prepared and your drinks waiting for you in the room when you get there after your reception because you're too busy having a good time and or sitting and eat right at the moment. But that's kind of, I mean, given that the shame bridges, as you call them, mm, people can see the hate all over them. So yeah, that's no surprise. When you're intuitive and as empathetic as they are, yeah, that can happen. And they're going to get all the karma, I tell you that. Tyr, where on earth was the Archbishop speeding to? Maybe to perform an exorcism at one of the palaces. Yeah. That probably was it. Even he's not strong enough. You have to call in the squad, the defense mode squad for that. Because we can get rid of some things. Oh, that was the other thing. The elderly lady knocked over. Well, she was run down by the car protecting. Yeah, escape is now in a coma. I read that and I meant to post that. That was the other one and I couldn't remember. Because I don't think I brought that over, or did I? And I was just waiting. I didn't bring that across. So thank you for that, Elaine. Because I read that she is in a coma. Was Edwina in the car? I thought it was just Ford Escape. I know. Those of you that are like, what in the heck are they talking about? We get it. Oops, sorry. Let me go on down. I know that there's the universal health care over there that usually y'all don't get a bill. So they need to give that family something because, I'm just saying. Mrs. S. Jason Konoff is getting the equivalent of hush money. Yeah. Oh. Well, obviously, he must have loved the medals that he got. And he thanked Peg so very much for them that he injured himself. Someone get him a back brace and knee pads. Sylvia, whoever made the off comment about Meghan needs to take a seat. There's nothing masculine about Meghan. Meghan is very feminine and petite. And hence why I didn't even share. It took me a second because I was like, what the heck are they talking about? Male features. And I looked, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. You're talking about me? Like, no, sir. So you have to kind of move on. Ooh, and let me just say, I'm seeing it. I was watching Nick Nimmin earlier, who, if you're a content creator, you really should subscribe to him. And he was telling me how StreamYard now stars super stickers, super chats that we get. And I see one in Corlita. Look at that. So now I will see them and shouldn't miss them. Oh, and I actually have 2 stars. Look at that. There's a separate tab for them. Elaine and Corlita. Look at that. Thank you. Elaine. Oh, this is so cool. Woo. Now I shouldn't miss. Of course, if you do a milestone, you're a channel member, you do a milestone message. Yes, that is not where I'm going to see it in StreamYard. But for the 2 of you, Elaine and Corlita, this is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you so very much. Oh, I'm loving this. Okay, I like this new update. Okay, StreamYard, but we just need you to show, hint, hint, milestone messages too. I thought you used to. Cookies and cream, how are you? I hope all is well. Hoping your father is maintaining. And that's sweet. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms. Yes. Black Queen Archbishop of the Devil. He was speeding. I needed to read that one. Mrs. Epps, hips don't lie. We all remember her walking up those steps and into the church. It was like poetry in motion. Yes. Swinging from, hey, Church Nelly, swinging from the chandelier. Okay. Me and Harry ain't leaving Meghan, and neither is she. They both found the person that they are supposed to be with, and it's called soulmates. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. It's just that look, their look in that picture. They made it. Like, now that we know all of the ish that was going on and we know what was happening in the media, but now we know what was happening behind the scenes. Yeah. Yeah. And then when we see them at the fireworks with their backs, and that was their Christmas, that was deserving for everybody. Yeah. Because they put up with a whole lot and still are. So. Oh, Sonia. Oh, Sonia. Can you send me a plate, please? VS Speaks Royal. I'm here cooking my oxtails, and I'll blame you if you cause it to burn. No one is supposed to have so much fun in the morning, let me tell you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Woo. Well, that's true, little Matt. It's something they have over there. I don't know if it's in their Aristo realms that they invite their exes to weddings. Kind of strange and odd. But hey, if it works for them, tear that picture, two people deeply and madly in love with each other. Yeah. Literally, they held hands for full 20 minutes of their engagement interview. They are love personified. Yes, very much so. People had comments even on that, but that was the striking. Now, if you watch Harry and Meghan's engagement interview and then you go and watch Space and Cosplays, two completely different realms and worlds and situations. Because you wouldn't even know that, Space and Cosplay, if you didn't read the subject, like, that's your engagement interview. You're not even sitting near each other. When he patted her on the knee, there is a point when he patted her on the knee after she said something, like, you'll be fine or something. Yeah, that took me out. That'll always, just like he patted her on the shoulder when she wanted to hold his hand. Okay, so this has been a long-standing pat. All right, let me go. Thank you, Teresa. Yes, we are all waiting on our oxtail dinner. What? Got me over here, my mouth watering. Hey, the Bud Files, how are you? I know I'm late. Yeah, I'm pretty late. Diane, Meghan is the moment, the list, the exclamation point. Boom. She is the scent, the taste, all of that. Okay, I'm not going to go there today. If you watched the Twisted Thursday, then you know. Hey, Hattie. They all just want to connect themselves to the Invictus games because it's so successful. Yeah, and I know at one point when they were splitting households, there was some talk on there being a fight over who maintained and kept the Invictus games. And if there was even a hint that Space wanted to, like, you have got to be kidding me. The Invictus games and Harry are synonymous, so why it wouldn't even be as successful as it is now. I mean, Harry has the sense to have a team to really do the work, but he's involved in it too behind the scenes. So Space seems to like to just show up, put his name on it, and kind of go from there. Faith, Meghan is the captain of Harry's soul. Yes, that is what he says. So, Elaine, no, the money was a private settlement. Doesn't need to be recorded. That goes in his private account. Oh, okay. Oh. That's a lot of money to buy a lot of roses. That's interesting. And the fact that it was kept so hush-hush until now, I know he is mad. All right. Carol, the money was funds that Harry raised, and it was owed to him. It was not William's money. But he was trying to hold on to it. Yeah, just that whole them trying to split out from the Royal Foundation and um, Archwell not being up and running, because it would have been lovely if you know the Grenfell kitchen project together could have stayed under Meghan, but her name will always be attached to that. I don't care what narrative you all try to rewrite. Okay. I just had to throw that out there. Cookies and cream, the underworlds and their racist nut jobs desperately want the Sussexes' marriage to break up. They might as well stop with the lunacy. Harry and Meghan aren't going anywhere. They're together forever. Yes. And as I've said previously on many different live streams, the more they say and they push that energy out that they want them to break up, usually it bounces back like a boomerang and it gets others in the royal family. Because the last time there was this big push on them divorcing, Peter announced his divorce. Keep it up and it's going to boomerang right back in, and it's gonna sweep up, If Space was any type of real decent human being, you look like you would move on with life to be happy because you only have the one. But hey, your father survived it. His consort did too. And isn't that something? They moved right on from her. Hattie may not be any more kings or queens. Ooh, no more dress up for them. Oh, isn't that a shame? Okay. I'm really trying not to be like this. Okay. I had to take. Oh, thank you, Hattie. He's 9. Okay, I was close. So that's right. She had to wait. She was told not to have a child immediately following them getting married because there was a jubilee year that following year. Cannot have any of that. Oh, she graduated. Wow. Congratulations to Sasha Obama on her graduation. Yes. Wow. When you sit back and when you were younger adults, and then adults that hadn't seen you in a while, and they're like, I remember when. Yeah, that's how I feel. Gosh. Diane, whole thing likely shut down before William, let alone George, stopped counting chickens before they hatch. Yeah. Well, they have to make it look good. But I know I would love to be a fly on the wall when the remaining members of the Commonwealth come together, because the Queen asked them as a personal favor to keep Charles as their quote head. When they get together for, was it an annual event that they would have? All of them would come together and blah 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 blah. But yeah, I don't think that Charles is going to be able to convince them when it comes to space. Now, they should kind of make some deals and be like, all those storms that have, especially the islands, all those storms that go through, and y'all don't do anything to help us, pay up. Mm-hmm. Church Nelly. Woo, okay. To all the British monarchy, F your titles. Woo! There you go. And then I love how she comes down, and then there's this happy pre-Mother's Day to all the moms to be, grannies, aunties, moms with imaginary kids. I have fur, and the ones with fur babies, those of us who did not have. What is it? I saw someone named skin kids but have fur kids. Oh, something like that. It was odd, but that's how they named it. Gwendolyn, I see your comment about him being bent over, and I'm going to skip right on over that one. I know everyone else has seen it. There's a lot of comments. I'm going to try to catch up, but I do need to end this because, I don't like to go too long in the day or too long on my live stream. Whoa. Let me come back over here and look. Black Queen and Hattie, what? Thank you both. Black Queen. Hattie. Oh, this is lovely. Oh, I'm liking that they separate them so you can see them. Now this is for both of you. One moment, please. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you. I am singing in the background, but you just can't hear me because my mic is muted. Thank goodness for that. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Gloria, to your question, yes. That's why I'm wondering if that's why his back is broke. Okay. Let me, okay. I'm going to read this one and a few others, and I think it's time that I end this. Teresa, the fact that Wee Willie can award his dirty doer and not his brother for his many accomplishments says it all. Yeah. I mean, even the father should truly be the one to award his son, his youngest son, but it is what it is, and we shouldn't expect anything from them that would show any type of gratitude or favor towards Harry or especially not to Meghan, but that's okay. Don't need it. So Gwendolyn, you're right. Harry asked him 3 times to leave his family alone. He met his wife and his children. Harry means business now, yes. And Harry knows and has known that it is his family that was doing the leaking, because he even said, Space and I made a pact when we were younger that we wouldn't do what they could see his mom and dad's particular offices were doing. But that didn't last, did it? Because Space is right in the mix and saying how hurt he was. So yeah. JJ, laugh out loud. You're making it rain on me. Yeah. Oh Lord. I think I clicked it. Oh Lord. Okay. I had to. Now Mrs. S. Okay. I'm going to read it though. Maybe Bald Mop was trying to give Rosita a piggyback ride. I can't say what I want. I'm going to skip over to Junior. Yes, Harry gave them the opportunity to apologize to Meghan, and they didn't. To apologize and to stop the smears. But, they'll learn. They'll blame, of course, they'll blame them if something happens to the monarchy, but it's their own actions that has led to any type of stop the monarchy or abolish the monarchy mindset. They've led to that. If you want that picture perfect family, then you should have acted in accordance. Even QE2 didn't come out and say, hey, give Meghan a break. But I don't think QE2 in the last, I'll give it 5 years, was really in control. And it seems just by the meetings that they had in her presence that the one doing the most yelling, Space, is the one that is probably running things, my opinion on that. Okay. Teresa, they had only left the Sussexes alone and wouldn't have come to this falling out on a large scale. Well, karma is a bee, isn't it? When he told you, Harry said long, long ago in an interview how he keeps notes. Who said what about him? And you think he's not keeping a close and watchful eye up on, Meghan? So, yeah. I'll have fun at the baby shower. Let me see. I'm gonna read these last few comments and then I'm gonna close out. These people are stupid. They won't have to pay for them anymore. They can elect someone that might actually help them. Whew. Diana can blame if they wish, but the power of their words don't have much weight outside of the UK. And that's the part that gets them. I really think when Space and Cosplay came into Boston, they thought that there was going to be like a crowd that had never been seen before. And As the Boston Celtics head coach said, royal family? You mean Mary, Joseph, and Jesus? Okay. Because that's the only royal family he knew about. Okay. Sylvia, and also, if you all remember how he made the statement on the Freedom Flight that he and Meghan know what happened, and they know, I guess, because you said they know what happened, but okay, yeah. They know who is behind it, basically. Mrs. S. Harry is an undercover squatter. He keeps receipts. Oh, he's known long enough. He's known long enough that he's had to do that. So. Mm-hmm. The Unworld's reputation is forever tarnished due to their own malfeasance. Right, they are global laughing stocks. I mean, what is there to be all rah about when it comes down to the royal family? Because if they had their druthers, they would enslave people in a heartbeat. If they could, they would. You know, going into other countries, and they love to ride on the shoulders. So I'm just saying. Anyway, let me stop. Or shake hands through chain link fence. Mm-hmm. All right, get a grip, get a grip. Okay, let's end on a very positive. That no bad energy. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms. Oh, look at you. With fur babies, not hoods. Church Nelly, you were hilarious. Woo! So, yes, to all, please have a wonderful Mother's Day. Those that celebrate it, I do hope that all of you experience joy and goodwill and all that good stuff. Again, the link to Kaboom is pinned at the top of the chat. Oh, and there's also links in the description to, because I don't even know if I mentioned it. Oh, yeah. So if you want to read or buy from the Mommy Alliance of Moms, which is tied to the community of motherhood, that Meghan is pictured with the shirt. You can get a t-shirt. That link is there. And yes, the link to Kaboom. And then the link to the article that Sussex Squad Podcast had put out is also there. So just want to throw that out. Thank you all for joining. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Tomorrow, you never know when I might pop up again. And yeah, be blessed. Wear your mask when you need to. Bye, everybody.